Hi. Good to see everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome.
I can't hear you. Let me hop off and hop back on.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me there, guys. Just give me a little thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me. Sweet. Wonderful. How's everybody doing today? Great to see you all. Happy to be here. We're going to comp some houses. Excited to do that. Welcoming Emily back. Hello, Emily.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Everybody else can hear me. So it's you.
I know. I think it's my laptop. I don't know what's going on right now.
You got headphones? Nope, maybe not. Okay, well, we will continue on without her, guys. Sorry about that, Emily. Too bad. She needs a new laptop, guys. Or maybe she can join in from another computer, but let's get to it. So, guys, why are we here? Why do we do Straight Outta Compin? Well, first and foremost, I 1000% believe in knowing how much to offer on a property is the key to success in wholesale. Okay, if you do not understand how to determine value, you will fail. You will fail at doing this, and you'll quit. That's what ends up happening. You'll fail and you'll quit, and that sucks. And I don't want to see that for any of you guys, which is why I donate my time to have this show so that you guys have a place to come and run your comps. Okay, so with that said, let's start off with the appraisal rules. The appraisal rules are the rules that I use to determine value. And I base those rules off of what an appraiser actually determines value to be. Now, why do we care about what an appraiser determines value to be? Well, first and foremost, an appraiser is who your fix and flip buyer or your buyer when you ultimately wholesale your deal. That's who they're going to be subject to getting value determined by, right? So if I fix and flip a house and I sell it on the retail market, my buyer is going to get a lender and they're going to get a loan, and that loan is going to be subject to an appraiser. That's why it's important that we follow the appraisal rules. Now, what are those rules? Typically, Emily would put up a sheet here, but she is not here. So I'm just going to tell it to you guys. When we are comparing two properties, we can only compare two properties that are of the same type. First and foremost, so if you have a single story, you can only compare it to another single story. If you have a two-story, you can only compare it to another two-story. If you have a historic house, you can only compare it to a historic house. You get what I mean here? We can only compare houses that are within plus or minus 300 square feet of each other in size, okay? So if I've got a 1,000 square foot house, I can look at a house up to about 1,300 square feet, down to about 700 square feet, but no more or no less than that. So plus or minus 300 square feet. Then I can extrapolate and use the dollar per square foot and make the adjustments. On top of that, if I am comping two properties, they need to be in the same subdivision. Okay, I can't pull a comp from a different subdivision and try to determine value from a house that's in another subdivision, because that's not how appraisers are going to do it. They will never cross a major road. That's how you'll know if you've left a subdivision, is if you're actually crossing a major street. And you'll be able to see if it's a major street on a map based on the thickness of the size of the street, or sometimes Zillow shows it in a different color. Now, the next thing, guys, if you are comparing houses that are slightly different from each other, you need to make adjustments. And what those adjustments are is if you have an extra bed or an extra bath or a carport or a garage, they're all going to have different values. Guys, for houses under $500,000, a bedroom is worth $10,000. A bathroom is worth $10,000. A pool is worth $10,000. If you have a lot that's larger or smaller by 2,500 square feet or less, it is a percentage of that. So say, for instance, I've got a house and my lot size is half of what the comp is that I'm using. I need to make an adjustment for the lot size, and that's going to be dependent on the property value. So, for instance, in a neighborhood where houses are $500,000 or more, lot size or lot value is going to be significantly higher than if you're talking about a $200,000 neighborhood. So that's going to have it's going to have adjustments based off of what subdivision and what price point you're in. And then also, guys, if you're backing, fronting, or siding multifamily or traffic or commercial, you also need to make adjustments. When you are under 500K, if you are siding, backing, or siding or backing a traffic, multifamily, or commercial, it is a $10,000 adjustment. If you're fronting, it's about a $20,000 adjustment. And if you are in the luxury stage, this is over 500,000, then it is a 10 to 20% reduction. Now we're going to see all this in play, guys, so you'll be able to see how we work this out when we're actually comping. But Emily, can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm back. I had to restart my laptop.
Glad to have you.
I know, that was so weird. I'm so sorry about that, guys.
It happens. It happens. All right, well, let's get to it.
All right. And I also threw the appraisal rules free download in the chat for you guys if you wanted it.
Wonderful. Let's get to our first house.
Awesome. Headphones, Emily. I know. Okay. Let's see what we have here. All right, we'll start in Connecticut today.
Okay, let's not there's a lot of ones that were like that got here early. I told people to come here early if they had some ones. So there was some in San Antonio and Texas up there. I want to try to get to, and then we'll get to that other one. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course. I'm not seeing them on my end though.
Okay, here's one because you left and came back, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay, let's start here.
Perfect. We got a little workaround. Everything's figure-outable.
Yep. So guys, in areas like Texas, I'm going to be using batch leads because, of course, PropStream, you can no longer run comps in non-disclosure states accurately. Batch leads, you can still run comps, and so that's why I use it. What's the address that we're looking at here?
3135 Texas Avenue. And that's in Parkville.
Maryland?
Yep.
Okay. 3135 Texas Ave in Parkville, Maryland is a 1943 build, 1,050 square foot, 3-bed, 1-bath. Let's just look at the pictures here. This house looks like it has some upgrades to it. Oh my God, it's been listed since November of 2021 at $225, which tells me two things. Anything that's been listed that long in this market is overpriced, right? If it hasn't sold yet, then they're asking way too much money. Batch's value estimate on this is $233, and they're listed at $225. Let's just see how overpriced they are. It is 1,050 square feet, and the lot size is 4,720. Okay, you got a 305 sale here. That's a full remodel at 1,286 square feet. So we can do the adjustment here. $237 a foot. Multiply that by 1,050. That means that this house's ARV is 250, and they're listed at 225, and the house still needs a full renovation. So they're overpriced, significantly overpriced. So let's figure out where does it need to actually be priced. Yeah, 250 is where it keeps coming in at. So it can push up to 255. So 255 at, and where are we here? Parkville. Okay, so 70%. I'd say you need to pick this up at 190. So they're asking 225. I would be offering them 190 on this one. 190.
Awesome. Do you want to go back to your comments and throw one of those up, or do you want me to start choosing?
Yeah, let's I don't want to I want to make sure that we get the folks that were here early. Let's go to Shash Go. You can help me read this. Can you read that out to me?
Yeah, I can. 415 MUEGGE in San Antonio, Texas.
This is weird. San Antonio, or is it in Runge?
I have San Antonio over here.
Okay. Doesn't seem to like that address. Let's keep moving.
If I remember correctly, that person threw up a couple, so maybe we could get another one of theirs.
Maybe they've spelt it wrong here. Can you? It's MUEGGE, right?
Yeah.
Okay. MUEGGE. Here we go. 415 Mugi Street, maybe. 1954 built, 1196 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath. Batch's value estimate on it is 109. They had it listed in 2019 at 109, so they were asking over what it was worth back then. It is on a 5,000 square foot lot. It's 1196 square feet, built in 54. Let's see what it's worth. There's a great little comp. So let's see what this works out to. 159 divided by 1,300, 122 a foot. Multiply that by 1196. That gets you to about 145 ARV on this one. And it looks like it's going to need a full gut remodel. I'd be at 65% of ARV on that. So I'll go off from 95. Go off from 95.
They're talking about Texas Roadhouse in the chat over here.
Let's check out this for Dominique. Oh, we did that one already?
Yep, we did that.
Let's do this one for Leon, 773 Carver.
Perfect. 773 North Carver Street in Abilene, Texas.
773 Carver Street, Abilene, Texas. We've got 1952 built, 1108 square foot. I'm going to probably say it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Batch's value estimate is 86,000. Sitting on a 5502 square foot lot. There's a great sale right there, 96. I think that's as high as we're going to get. So 96 is where that is. I'm going to say this is going to be a full gut remodel. So I'd be at 35%. So go off from 33,000. 33,000. Okay, let's move to Glenn Bennett's here. And at some point, yours should start populating.
Yeah,
that's not going to be doable for us on this. We'll go to Tim Taylor. Tim Taylor. Let's check this one out in Cathedral City. Can you read that to me?
Yep, 68327 Skyway Drive, and Skyway is one word.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
68327 Skyway Drive, Cathedral City is a 4-bed, 4-bath, 3175 square footer. Been on the market 165 days. It looks like it's in pretty decent shape, though. What are they doing here? They've got some remodel. They've got some updates. Some of it's dated. I mean, I think it needs a full remodel, to be honest. So we're going to just look at it as in that regard. 165 days on market means this house is overpriced. By how much? Let's find out. Oh, that's a huge lot. Huge comparatively. How big is it? 0.4 acres. Okay.
Timothy said, Jamil, I'm looking to subdivide the lot.
Yeah, that's probably a good play, because if you see what you've got here, you've got a double lot. But then my question is, are you going to bulldoze this house? Because it looks like it's got, you know, it's spread out over the entire parcel. That's the red herring here is, you know, even if you split the lot, what can you do? This they've taken up almost the entire lot in what they've built here in structures.
Would you subdivide it?
If I had a clearing on one of those sides, I would definitely think about it. I think that they've got too much of this lot already built out for it to make sense to subdivide, because this is a 3,200 square foot lot. You know, where would you draw that lot line? I don't know. I'm not sure that that's the play for me, at least. Given the fact of the house that you've got there right now.
Yeah.
So about 1,800 square feet on 10,000, 9,000 square feet sells for about 957, or what was that? Sorry, 657. Sorry, I'm not. Here's something in the sevens. This is finally something in the sevens, but this is newer. 1998. Can't use it. I imagine these are all going to be newer over here. 56. Okay, this is good. Now we're talking a huge lot over here, 0.85 acres. So now we're starting to get into the larger lots, and now what that can bring us in value. So this is good. Now this is significantly bigger. So Tim, I think that, you know, there's an argument that you could have $1 million house here. You know, I think that that's actually quite viable given the size of your property and the size of the lot. I think if renovated right, you'd break $1 million. You could probably hit 1.1, but it would need, you know, one incredible remodel. So I think that 780 is high. I'd be trying to lock this up around 680 to 700.
Timothy sent in the chat, he said, the left building is a 12-car garage that I want to convert into a livable space on a new lot. The new lot line would be between the pool and the main house. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sold on that plan. The 12-car garage, I don't know that you can convert. I mean, you probably can, but it's going to be a weird shape.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the play. I think the play is you renovate what's here, and you do a bang up job on it. It could be worth $1.1 million if you did a substantial job on the remodel. I don't know about the lot split idea. Honestly, I think that to me seems risky. Yeah, but I now I can see what he's talking about here. This is the garage here. See, this is. I think this is the garage here. This structure right here.
Yeah.
So I see what he's saying about converting that to possibly livable square footage. It's just a weird structure. It's an interesting, like there's nothing architecturally nice about this building.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like with the lot split, there's not much yard.
There isn't, and I think that's where it gets dicey. I personally think renovate the main house, keep the 12-car garage, sell it for $1.1 million, throw $100,000 in remodel into the home, buy it at 700, put $100,000, $125,000 into it. You're into it for 825. You sell it at $1.1 million. That would be my play.
I love it. That was a fun one.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim, for that cool house to look at.
Yeah, you got to update us on that.
For sure.
All righty. The first comment that I see is John Toya Lee. So,
okay, let's see.
What do we have before that?
And guys, thanks for being patient with me today. I was on the Astro Flipping coaching call, so it went a little longer. So I apologize for being a few minutes behind, but we'll go later today. Sorry, Emily. Let's look at this one here in Arlington, Texas. Cool.
It's like an endless year. Yep.
Read that to me.
9114 Memphis-Arlington Road.
Okay, 9114, is that right?
Yep.
9114 Memphis Arlington Road, Arlington, Tennessee is a 1988 built, 3419 square foot, 4-bed, 3-bath. They bought it in June of 2021 for $4.25. Batch's value estimate, $4.25. Sitting on 4 acres of land. Wonderful. There's nothing like it. Well, how lucky are we? Here's one right here. So this 409 down here, this is about as good as it gets when it comes to like a comp, because this was in August of 2021, sold for 410. It's 400 square feet smaller, but same build generation. It's only a couple years newer. 4-bed, 2-bath. We're a little bit larger, so I think that pushes us up to about 425, which is what they paid for it. So I don't think there's a deal, unless you're going to be able to. I don't know. I don't think this is one you subdivide. I'm not seeing any evidence of that happening nearby here. All these subdivisions over here are, they have access, they've got roadways, they've got all the infrastructure. This would be a whole play. And at 4 acres, there's not enough land here for it to be like, a subdivision. So I think they paid exactly what it was worth. I don't know how you make a deal out of that. On we go.
All righty. 67720 Garbino Road. Garbino.
All right, 67720 Garbino Road, Cathedral City, California. They canceled this listing in September of 2021 at 4.25. Batch's value estimate is near 4.25. Built in 1991, it's an 1851 square foot lot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, sitting on 7,400 square feet a lot. What is it worth? It's a little too new for me. It's on the cusp. Oh, but it's, they did a nice remodel in here. Look at that. Some of it. So let's just make the adjustment based on this one to start. So it's about $237 a foot. Takes you to about $440. Let's see if there's anything higher than that. Right here. $475. So that pushes us up over $480, $485. Let's see if there's anything else. What's this 500? That pushes us up over 500. Is there anything else? Anything else above 5? Here's a 579. Pending. If this closes, 580 is the comp. If and when that closes. Oh yeah, we got a 540. It's 540 trending to 5. $580. $580.
He's calling it.
Yeah.
I
think that, they canceled at 4.25. That was a deal. I'd go back and try to get this thing locked up at like 400, 425. They might be open to a negotiation at this point. But yeah, go get it. Go get it.
All righty. Next one is in Connecticut.
Okay, this is where you were going to start, right?
Yes.
First one? Okay, cool. Let's go.
1484 George's Hill Road.
Are you from Connecticut?
Me?
Yeah. Did you ever live there?
No, I'm from Indiana.
Right. Big difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
1930 built, 3294 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath. They canceled this back in 2018 at 415. Batch's value estimate is 527. This is sitting on a 3-acre lot, and it is a 3,300 square foot structure built in 1930. Indiana.
People are laughing how you said big difference.
Big difference.
Yep.
God, could this be in a more rural area?
Oh, wow.
Jeez. Like, what happens in this part of Connecticut? Nothing. That's what happens, guys. Nothing. Nope.
That's a huge house.
Huge house. We're built in 1930.
Okay, guys, I see you adding each other and squatting up in the comments. I love it.
That's what's up. That's how deals get done.
Yep. There's like 3 or 4 side conversations going on right now and phone numbers. Wow.
Amazing.
There we go.
You guys are getting Emily all excited there. I think the ARV on this thing is probably about 500 grand. Probably about 500. So what do you need to buy it at? I think you need to pick it up at 350. I'm not necessarily seeing, that it's going to be a very easy deal. This is in a very rural part of Connecticut, and this house is old AF. So, that's my thoughts.
Alrighty. Next one I have is in Las Vegas.
Vegas. Jared Frankham said he has one in a doozy for us to look at. So if we can find his next, that would be great.
Oh, I will.
What's the where am I going?
Las Vegas.
Okay.
612 Watkins Drive.
$612 Watkins Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square footer. Zillow has an estimate of 293 on this one. Quick comps show us number 1 is viable, a little bit larger, sold at 360. Okay. We got another one, 1563, sold at 375, 385. So we could have a, near 400, 385 ARV house. Let's see. Definitely seeing a 360 based on our square footage. Can we get any higher? $360. And in Vegas, go offer them $260.
Alrighty, I have Jared's.
Okay.
It's in North Carolina.
Okay.
He said also comes with the lot just north and the lot just east.
What's the address?
303 Dana Drive, Dana. That's in Salisbury.
Probably got a 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 1502 square footer in Salisbury, Stake, North Carolina. Nobody got that? You didn't laugh?
No, I got it. I just you've had better. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow, guys. Wow, Emily. Wow. She leaves town. She comes back with, she got jokes on my jokes, man. What the hell?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm just honest.
She got jokes on my jokes here. Jeez. Tell us how you really feel. Okay, I think we got definitely got a 210 here, but let's see what else we can figure out.
Oh, Jared said this also had an add-on to the house. It's actually closer to 1950 square feet, but was never reported. So 1900 square feet.
So you said the lot, what comes with it?
The lot north and the big lot east of it. So 2 lots.
Jared, is this the big lot east?
He said, yep.
Okay.
That's huge.
It is huge. But it's definitely comparable. It's comparable.
It's compable and figure outable.
Yeah, but how do we get to it? That's the problem. How do you get to this lot? See, there's a road here. Okay.
He said there's no road frontage to the big lot. That's what's stumping me.
Yep. So your house is worth about 210. Okay. The lot to the north of it would be worth about 50. And this big lot to the back of it, I don't think is worth more than 50 because there's no access. So I think your total is worth about 310. So Jared, if I'm you, I'm going to go off. You would offer them. So 210 plus 50 next door plus 40. Say 310. Say 310 is your total. Jared, go offer him like 200 for all of it. All of it. Let me know your thoughts on that. We got Anna's. Who else is here?
I think Victor would be the next one if I'm not mistaken.
Who's this?
Victor?
Okay.
Victor Videna?
Videna. Yeah, Victor. Victor. Okay, let's look at that one.
Okay. 7301 Winters Street in Fort Worth, Texas. Got to switch over to our handy dandy batch leads.
Vacant land, I imagine.
He didn't say anything about that. All he said was Jay Veer got it for 140K. So Victor.
Okay. We have a 1.13 acre lot. That's what it is. So let's just see what it could be worth.
Yeah, he said yes to the lot question.
Okay. $150 sounds incredibly high. Because it doesn't come with a house. That's 5 acres. That sold for 170 back in 2020. And 2 acres sold for 225. So I think we can use that. So we're at 225 for 2 acres. It's about 112 an acre. So your size is what again? Yeah, one. I think your land is worth about 100. So your JV partner got this under contract about 50K over what it's worth. I think it's worth about 100 to 110. So I'm not necessarily seeing a big value there or a great deal, but maybe your JV partner has the ability to go and talk to that homeowner and maybe get it a little bit lower. But based off the 225 for 2 acres, 112 would be what your 1 acre is worth. You there, Emily?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I had myself muted. I have a multifamily for you.
Okay.
It's
Indianapolis. Okay. So we know our gross rents. I'd be trying to lock this up at 340. 340. Cool. On we go.
I don't have a date for this one, but this would be our next one.
Okay. Let's see. What's the address?
1914 Parkview Avenue in Norfolk.
5-bed, 2-bath, 2575 square footer in Norfolk, Virginia. We've got a Zestimate of 353. This here house is a 1960 built, sitting on a 3250 square foot lot. Let's see what it's worth. Emily,
Yes.
what was the best food you ate in the Dominican?
Oh my God. We had so many plantains.
I knew you were going to say that.
Cooked so many different ways. And it was so good. And I actually broke my vegetarianism and I ate so much fish.
You ate fish?
I ate a lot of fish and I feel really guilty about it, but like it's like when in Rome, like it was fresh. I had to do it.
Do you guys hear her say when in Rome? So the next time that I have chicken wings in Rome, you're going to eat them.
Have you had plantains?
Yeah, they're just sugar-free bananas. They're shitty.
No, they can do
Yes.
so much with them.
I know you can, because nobody wants to eat them.
Dude, I'm about to start buying them at the store and cooking them. They're so good.
I'm just messing around. Plantains are, plantains.
Yeah, it was awesome.
$19.60. Okay.
Sugar-free bananas. That was pretty funny.
I mean, they do taste like diet bananas, don't they?
Yeah. Does that mean I'm pescatarian, Steve H?
Yes. You're
Oh.
pescatarian.
So pescatarian is when people only eat fish.
Fish.
Interesting. Yeah, they are all starch.
I think about 340 on this one. Got all that square footage. Yeah, maybe even 350. Call it 350. So I think you can offer them about 240.
Alrighty, next one is in Indianapolis.
Okay.
5012 East 41st Street. In Indianapolis.
5012 East 41st Street, Indianapolis. 2-bed, just a half a bath? That can't be right. 1120, like where did they shower? 1120 square feet. Zillow's estimate on it is $130K. Quick comp show us number 1 and number 3 are viable. Number 1 sold for 60, number 3 sold for 130, but it was double the size. Possibly a 135. Okay, let's see what it is. What's our size again? 1120. Got it. So you had a lot of fish.
Man, now I'm just thinking about how I'm just thinking about the beach now. It was seriously, it was so amazing. There was a chef in the house and like a butler.
Wow.
There was staff in the house that like
Wow.
did everything. And it was so amazing because like I am that staff. Like I just assist you with everything you need, which I love. But to have that for me, I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, that's awesome, Emily. I'm glad
Yeah,
you had fun.
it was so good. So good.
So we got $140 a square foot at 1120. That gets you to about 157 ARV on this, 157. And I think in Indianapolis, you want to be at about 65%, 60, 65%. So I'd go like between 95 and 100.
There we go.
On we go. On we go.
Alrighty. We're going to go to Florida.
Okie dokie. Okay.
Okay, 7796 Mandarin Drive in Boca Raton.
Spell Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Okay, we got a 4-bed, 4-bath, 3217 square footer in Boca Raton, Florida at $899,999. Been on the market 108 days, which tells us what? It is overpriced. Let's see. It's god awful. Very gaudy. But beautiful bones. Could be nice. Could be nice. Excuse me.
Oh man, I think on the last one we did, so Denise said, wait, he comped it at 2 beds on Zillow. The property is a 3-bed, 3-bath with a description from the realtor.
Okay.
I think Zillow has the wrong description for that.
Okay. We'll go back
Denise,
and look.
can you send that address again so we can go back to it?
Here's what I don't love about this one is that we're on the golf course, but we're also like the turnpike is right here, the freeway. And even though there's all this space, the golf course and whatever this canal is, I think you're still going to hear that road noise. And so I would only want to comp it with others that are on that street, but we can't find a lot. So we'll have to make an adjustment for it. I mean, first and foremost, they've got that thing listed at 800 grand. Meanwhile, for 855, there was a superior lot, and it's much larger and in much better condition inside that sold for 855. So of course, 899 is overpriced. Here's the evidence of why it's overpriced. Or 799 or whatever they were asking. 899. What are they asking? 899. Holy jeez. Look at this. This is a better lot. And it's how much? It's 700 square feet larger. A better lot in better condition sold for 855. So that tells us that this is probably, when you take into consideration this freeway, The ARV on this is probably at best 800. Maybe 850. You'd want to be picking it up at 600 grand. These guys are out to lunch. I wouldn't even waste my time on this house. I wouldn't waste my time on that house. What's this one? Let's check out this one on Butterly. Can you read it to me?
Yes. 3327 Butterly, San Antonio. LEI. Got it? Okay.
Yep. 3327 Butterly in San Antonio. 1982 build, 2133 square foot, 4-bed, 2-bath. Batch's value estimate is $312,000. Sitting on an 8,400 square foot lot. I want to live on a street that has butter in it.
So good.
Can't beat this. 335. 335 ARV. Go offer them 235.
Oh man. Okay, let's go back to the Indianapolis one real quick.
Okay.
5012 East 41st Street.
East what?
East 41st Street. Yep. So it's a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,100 square feet.
I don't think it changes our number much,
Okay.
but we'll just double confirm it here. She said it's a what?
3-bed, 3-bath, 1,100 square feet.
Yeah, well, that would push us up to about 155. I don't remember what I said last time, but I think that pushes us up to about 155. I think this is the one I used, which was already a 3.2, and I just used that dollar per square footage. So let's just see if I'm right. Hold on. Man, I'm fucking good at this. Damn. So it didn't matter. We were still okay. 155.
Okay, awesome. We have to go back for Quayshawn too, because he said that we had a mix up on his bed and bath.
Okay. What is his?
1914 Parkview Avenue.
Okay.
Parkview Avenue in Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah, we're okay on this one. I called it at 350.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. Yep. And I think that's right. What else is out here?
So many.
So many. Let's do a few more.
Okay.
Pick one.
Okay.
Oh, the seller says it's a 3-bet. So I thought it was a 5-2. Seller says it's a 3-1. Okay. So then, Kayshawn, that'll be, instead of a 350, that's going to be about a 310. Now that I understand, we're adjusting down. Thank you for that clarity. 310 ARV. Do you see angels?
They should have a little search bar in the comments.
Right, Angel, repost your address. There was a question here, Jamil. Why do you use Zillow to comp some and batch leads to comp others? Great question, RT. So the reason why is I like to double check my work first and foremost. So sometimes I'll toggle between batch leads, and sometimes I'll go just to Zillow. But I specifically use batch leads for non-disclosure states. So states like New Mexico, South Carolina, or Utah, or Texas. Those are all, or Louisiana. Those are non-disclosure states. So I can't even use Zillow to comp there. I have to use a third-party reseller for MLS data, which is Batch. And so I use Batch leads in non-disclosure states where Zillow doesn't have access to the information. Great question.
There's angels. $29.11 Maple Way in Douglasville, Georgia. He said $89 per square foot, but the comps around are $150 per square foot.
Okay, so we've got a 6-bed, 3-bath, 2952 square footer listed at $229,999 for sale by owner. Been available 80 days, almost 1,600 views, which is very low for 80 days. That right off the hop tells me that this is overpriced, significantly overpriced. But we'll see how much. It's sitting on an acre lot. It's in dated condition, so it needs work. Cool. Let's see what it's worth. Our subject. Now, that's the problem with these houses that are larger than everything else in the neighborhood. You can't just take the dollar per square foot and apply it, and we got to find the highest sale that we have in here. These are all going to be new, I think. $71. $2011. No, it's not going to work. So highest sale we have here is 200. An appraiser is typically not going to give you any more than about 10, maybe 15% bump for the largest house in the hood. That's just how they go. So if we're at 200 and we say we give it another even 15%, let's be generous. 200,000 times 0.15, that's 30 grand. That takes us to 230. So the ARV on this is 230. What is he listed at? He's listed at ARV. So there's no deal here. Where this is a deal is if you offer him 150. It's a deal at 150. It's top retail at 230. He's basically asking the same as what this house would be worth if it was completely remodeled.
Crazy.
It's normal. That's what people do. Cool. Anything else? Let's do this Shoddy Mill.
Okay.
18 Shoddy Mill Road.
Andover, Connecticut. 18 Shoddy Mill Road.
Okay, 3-bed, 1-bath, 1608 square footer in Andover, Connecticut. Zillow's estimate is 279. The quick comp show us 265. Maybe 295. Let's see.
It's so funny how the end of every show you guys start copy paste enter all your addresses back to back. You guys,
I think that ARV on this one is there's that 265 you can't deny, but it's a little larger. See if there's anything else. Seven acres. That's not comparable. So this is it. So I think your ARV on this is 250. Question here. Shash Go said, Jamil, you said offer 97 on Muji in San Antonio. Would that be to acquire it for a fix and flip or a buy and hold? It's currently in rental condition. That would be, if it's in rental condition, I still call it a fix and flip. So I think that's if you were buying it, assuming that it's in dated condition or needing work. Even though it's in rental condition, that doesn't mean it's top retail. So 97 is for if it's in dated condition or rental condition still. Like ARV, which is where I get my value from, that's if it's got quartz countertops, luxury vinyl, brand new roof, brand new kitchen, brand new primary bathroom. Like that's completely remodeled. So that's why even if it's like you're talking fix and flip or buy and hold, it shouldn't change where you're going to go in on your offer. Cool beans. Josh asked me, is there an updated percentage ARV city map? Josh, we do have. I've been making some updates to it. I think you can get it from Kenny or Austin in the Astro group. Let's just see this one here. 2935 West Cypress. Probably a 2-bed, 1-bath, 1,035 square footer. Zillow's estimate on it is 149.9. That's gonna be low for sure.
Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, sure. So 250 there, but it's got an extra bed and bath, so take 20 off of that. So 230 ARV, 230 ARV. 230 ARV. I'd offer him 160, 165. And Dario, if you get that under contract, hit me up. I'll buy it. I'm looking. Cool. Let's end here. Can you read that to me?
Yes. He said it's for sale at 250K. I tried to lock it up at 185K. Dario did.
Okay.
14018 Old Columbia Pike in Burtonsville, Maryland. The lady sold it, I think, for 200K, he said.
This one we're looking at right now?
No, Dario, the last one in Phoenix.
Okay. So we got a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,150 square footer.
Um, 5-bed, 3-bath.
Is the square footage any different?
I don't have the square footage here. John, if you can send the square footage.
Built in 78, sitting on 0.76 acres.
He said not sure.
How big is this lot? 36, 1 acre.
Oh, John said the additions were made without a permit.
Okay.
The additional rooms.
Okay. I'm just going to go off the 1,150 square feet. ARV on this one is 460. 460. I'd be offering them like 330. Amazing. That was fun. Thank you, Emily, for staying long. I know we went over time. You can go back to your baby and your amazing man over there. Tell Greg we appreciate him letting us borrow you for a little bit of time on a Sunday. I know it's family day, but you guys are incredible. Again, thank you all for tuning in. This is so much fun. I love doing this, and I love being able to help you guys get an understanding of what you should be offering, how much these properties are actually worth. As you can see, a lot of sellers, they don't understand the difference between after repair value and what my property is worth in the original condition. And that's why what we do is educating people about that, both real estate agents as well as homeowners, understanding that the new equity in a property isn't realized until a renovation is done. So we can't just price our house at whatever, hoping that someone will buy it. If something is sitting on the market not selling, it is only for one reason. It's because it's overpriced. So guys, get out there, understand the value, understand what we're doing here, and keep making offers. Keep making offers. We will be back again next Sunday, same time, same place as well. For all of you that are available tonight, tune in to Pace's Sunday service. It starts at in about 40 minutes. So enjoy that. Otherwise, I will see all of you on Wholesale Hotline tomorrow at 5 p.m. AZ time. Until then,